What's going on, guys? God bless you. Carlos here with Serranos Mobile Detail in Dallas, Texas. Thank you so much for joining me in today's video. I'm very excited because in today's video, guys, I'm going to cover a question, a topic that I think many have asked me, and that is, Carlos, why did you choose going with a truck setup and not the normal van, transit, trailer style of a setup? And that's kind of what we're going to be talking about as to why I believe a truck unit is the best route to go for your detailing business. So if that's something that interests you, please stay just right here. We'll get started on today's project. Now, before the comment section gets lit up on, wow, your truck is dirty, wow, your bumper's falling, hey, this truck has been through a lot with me. That's why I tend to not repair it, because this truck has a story, and I think that's really one of the reasons why I tend to not fix it, because I don't want to fix a story, if that makes sense. I love the story that the truck and I have had throughout these years. So yes, you will see things on my truck that you're like, bro, but there's a reason for it, okay? I'm sorry. So anyways, yes, my truck is dirty. It has seen its better days, but it still makes me money. So just a small disclosure, my truck is not the most prettiest, but it gets the job done. All right, you guys, so reason number one I love my truck setup is because of functionality, especially when it comes to high-rise buildings, these parking spots where you have to do a bunch of turns in the garage. That is one of the plus, right? Obviously, yes, if you have a transit, you have a minivan, you're good, right? If you have a trailer, that's where it kind of can become a bit of a headache, because you probably have to stop for a car that's coming. You have to make a wider turn to make sure your trailer gets all the way around. But if you have a truck setup, if you have it set up, I would say, in a way that just makes sense, well, the benefits of it is exactly this. My truck is parked in one parking spot. I have a 50-foot air hose, right? And I can literally stretch it all the way through. And if the client's car is right here, guess what? I don't have to move it, right? It can literally stay right here. I have enough extractor hose that if I need to do an extraction, guess what? There's enough hose, right? But that's one of the beauties. I will say simplicity in the setup, right? That way you don't have to worry about taking up 5 spaces with your trailer or your minivan or something. This just makes sense in this style of setup. All right, you guys, as far as setup, right, you might think you can't fit a lot of stuff in a Toyota Tundra, right? Well, one December, I was bored and annoyed with my way all my setup was, disorganization and all of that. Well, I decided to rip out the back seat, right? This side here, the driver's side, is my interior detail side. Obviously, I ended up creating a nice rack all the way through, where the top section is a bunch of gallons of different products, tire dressing, conditioners, we have soaps, we have everything down here. We have our detail spray gun, we have our flex products for upholstery cleaning. On this side, obviously, we have tips. We have a little fire extinguisher, little battery holders. And again, excuse the mess, guys. I have been very busy, right? And then obviously on this side, this is a Ralda's setup, as well as his bottle holders with brush holders. And then obviously here is another 32-ounce bottle holder. So in this section here, I have everything that I need to get an interior done. Right, so this is kind of my setup here on the driver's side. When you close it, can't even see. And now for my exterior detail side, right? This side right here, the passenger side, is my exterior detail side. Obviously, I have a containment mat, my ozone machines up here, and down here, well, I have pretty much my polishes. I have a ceramic coating rack on this side, 3-inch polish, 3-inch pads on the right side. I have a 15mm polisher. I have a rotary in the middle, and that's the Reaper, another 15mm polisher. And then on my left side, I have pretty much 2 paint correction lights, right? And then I also have the pads on this side. I have my 3-inch polisher right here. I have my Max Shine mini polisher. And then I have clay bars. I have anything to remove overspray, anything like that. It's all on this side as well. So it's very simple, split in half. That way, if I'm doing corrections, well, guess what? It's already here. Eventually, the goal here is kind of find a way to... I would love to put like a reel in here and obviously connect everything to the battery up front. That way this door just stays open and then I can just pull, and then I don't have to keep plugging in. It's like already plugged in. But that's kind of an idea that I have, but I don't think I'll do it. But the passenger side is my exterior detail side. Now, if you think there's not a lot of room for you to use a truck, well, let me show you a little bit of my truck bed setup, right? We're going to start with our 50-gallon water tank. I'm gonna be very honest. If I'm doing a full day's work, I can get up to 4 cars out of this 50-gallon water tank. Okay, water consumption is gonna be key. Like how to use your water is key in order so you don't go through all this water in one vehicle. Obviously, in this one, well, it might take me a little bit, almost all the way down in one car because of how dirty it is. But I have a 50-gallon water tank. I have my Franco's bucket dolly on this side here. On that side, I'm putting all my sprayer plus sprayers. I have my Ryobi 1800 pressure washer right there. And then I have a air hose, which I don't have my air hose because it broke. So that's why I have this orange one for now until I buy the hose for the reel. And then I have my pressure washer, hose, and reel as well. For my air compressor, I have a Fortress 5-gallon, which has done very, very well throughout all the elements. As you know, everything is out in the open, which I love because I get to test really, like, does this stuff really work? Because the water hits it, rain hits it, the heat hits it, so I get to really see, like, let me see if this stuff works. For our power source, obviously, I think this is year 4 with the max speeding rod, 6250, 6,000 watt. I believe, or 5,000 or 5,500 watt generator, and it has done very well. It can power everything you see here, as well as my mighty extractor. This is the 1001 LX200. This one's like 3,500 just because back then it has the like more suction vacuum motor. So this is kind of how I set it up, right? One key tip I will give you guys is have everything set up on your passenger side, right? As you see, everything I need, if I need to reach for my air hose, it's on the passenger side. Pressure washer, hose, reel, it's on my passenger side, and as well as my extractor is all on the passenger side, right? That way, when the car is right here, I don't have to go to the other side as well. I'll have more length to work with when I have it like this. So this is why I have everything on the passenger side, so that it just flows nicely. And since we are going only with an entry level with exterior concentration, well, the DJI 2000 is where it comes to play. Strictly the battery unit for our power source today. All right, you guys, this vehicle is finally done. But before we leave, I hope you guys enjoy just a little bit of kind of my input as to why I feel like a truck setup is best for us mobile detailers, right? Key things I want you to take with this video is one of the reasons I have enjoyed having a truck unit is because when I started my business, obviously I started out of a Nissan Pathfinder. And I just kind of very quickly had to move on from a SUV just because of space, right? Then we moved up to my dad let me borrow his truck, and then I was like, you know what? I do like the truck style setup, right? Obviously back then I didn't have much, so it made sense, right? And then I did test out with a trailer, but what was happening a lot is when I was going to apartments, I suck at reversing, so reversing in a trailer, and what was happening is, you know, as I was doing the client's vehicle, maybe the neighbor came out and was like, hey man, you got to move your trailer because I got to leave. So I literally had to stop everything and then unhook some things or reel some things in, and then I had to start moving the trailer forward, right? and that's kind of where I sucked, was backing up because that trailer would start moving. So at times I would have to just drive all the way around the apartments because I didn't want to reverse. And honestly, you know what? That's when I said, you know what? Let me make it work out of a truck. And I purchased my 2016 Toyota Tundra, and it has done very, very well, especially when I'm working in areas like this, apartments. I'm actually very happy that till this day I don't have anybody saying like, hey man, you need to move your truck because I need to go, right? Because the way I have my setup, the way I park my truck, just makes sense to where I will never interfere with other people's space, right? If they gotta leave, guess what? They could literally just back out of their parking spot and they're good. I don't have to have my truck across from the parking space and nothing like that. So for that reason, a truck unit makes sense when you set it up in a way that just flows, right? Hopefully you got some ideas out of my truck, right? It's not the prettiest, but this is the most effective, in my opinion, setup that I have seen, and I have had no issues. Yes, I want to make minor changes, but those are very minimal to kind of how I have kept my setup for all these, I think 2-3 years since I made the switch, and it has worked, right? So if you're a car detailer looking to upgrade, should I go to a truck, a trailer, a van? Well, honestly, look into a truck and just build it out, right? Take the back seat out, and trust me, so many ideas you can do when you take that rear seat out. And if you like kind of like my setup, for sure, follow that method, right? Split it in half, one section interior, one section outdoors, exteriors, right? And it just flows. It works, right? Now, obviously, it just minimizes all the mess. It just makes me much quicker because I know where everything goes, everything is. As back then I had to like really like search for things because I'm a messy person. I ain't gonna lie. But I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit of this video as to why I feel like a truck unit should be best for your setup, right? As always, hey, the only cons I will say, like you say, oh, those are all great things. What's one thing you wish you could do? The only thing is I don't work when it rains because all my stuff is out in the elements. So yeah, a lot of you guys have given great suggestions. Put a camper on it. I just don't like it, right? As well, if you put a camper in the hot summer months, you have your generator, creates a lot of heat. It could turn off your heat, or it could turn off your generator, in my opinion, right? Yeah, you could have the ones with the windows and stuff, but I don't know. I just don't like the camper style for my truck. And so that's the only cons, is all your stuff is out in the elements. It gets rained on, it gets frozen, right? The cold hits it. But if you take care of your stuff, I'll be honest, throughout all these winters, I haven't had any issues because I do premeditative maintenance, I guess that's the word, to make sure that when we do get hit with these crazy storms, crazy winters, my stuff works flawlessly when I turn it on. So it all depends on how you take care of your stuff, right? That's the only con, is all your stuff is out in the elements. So you'll see a lot of fading and stuff like that, but it's minimal, right? Hey, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching today's video. As always, God bless you, and we'll see you guys on the next video.